materials? How are you going to seek out more love and light and hope and kindness and compassion? How are you going to show up in a loving, kind, and compassionate way? How can you find the divinity within yourself? Because we are all divine beings. And what I am and what I'm doing and what I have is not exclusive strictly to me. You are all capable. You are all capable of love and light and hope and freedom and liberation and joy and gratitude and passion and pleasure. And you are all powerful. Powerful, powerful, powerful creators of your reality. So be intentional with how you're creating. Be intentional with what you're consuming. And be intentional with who you want to be, who you are, and who you're becoming. Because you have the power to shape worlds. And you have the power for a very beautiful and bright and loving future. And we send you so much love and light on this journey to becoming who you are and who you're meant to become. You're exactly where you're meant to be. You're exactly who you're meant to be. You are whole and you are complete with love and light. Namaste. They're popping off today. That was such a nice message. Yeah. And if I reflect on that for myself too, I know, well, it's beautiful that they shared that message in this capacity with you all. Because I know I was getting the message for myself. Actually, I guess I had opened my channel up, I think last night, for, highest and best for all. And I was getting a lot of kind of a similar message around creatorship, of how we are creators of our own reality. Thank you for the follow. How we are all creators of our own reality, and letting go of the fear of creation and allowing ourselves to step into the power of creation and step into the magic and love and light and trust and hope and faith, if you want to have faith that what you are creating is good. Because when your heart is aligned, your soul's aligned, your intentions are pure, so aligned you know, insert other variation here, what you create is magical and is so divinely supported. And it's so beautiful. And I know one of the things. Hold on. Are they wanting me to share this? Okay. They originally told me to keep this to myself, but now they're saying share this. So, a few nights ago, my ascended master had come to me, and it's like the topic of creatorship. So my ascended master had come to me a few nights ago and was like, "All right, it's time." They're like, I want you to manifest bread. And oh, I feel like, do I need to share the quarter story? Okay, let me back up. So we're topic of bread manifesting, but we're going back a little bit. So what day was it? I think it was over the weekend. Oh my gosh, I have to go back even further. Okay, thank you for bearing with me. So last fall, I was in an intuition development course to really help me hone in on my specific gifts and kind of learn to trust myself and hope and all that stuff. And one of the exercises was on manifestation. And so it was just like, you're just supposed to do something like really small to try to just like sink into it, practice it. So I was like, okay, I'll try to manifest a quarter. And I joked, it was sort of joking, sort of serious, where I was like, okay, team, if you're up there, I was like, I want a quarter with this year on it on my nightstand. You know, that's where I want to find it. And it was like 2 nights later, I had a dream that quarter appeared. And even in my dream, it was almost like my guides were, my team was laughing like, haha, here's your quarter, dream bigger. And so I had totally forgotten about this quarter. And then over the weekend, I was playing video games with my husband. And I have this chocolate. So it's delicious chocolate, or cacao, but I have this chocolate, and I only take like a little bit at a time, and I eat it over like the course of weeks. And I had broken off a little piece from the wrapper and ate it in between games. And then I went back, and inside the wrapper, oh my gosh, inside, like tucked in, hold on, I'll place it how it kind of was. Oh, that's not exactly right, but I opened it, and then there was the quarter tucked in to the aluminum foil, and I had just eaten a piece of it, and the quarter wasn't there that first time I ate it, and I was just dumbfounded, and in amazement, I was like, holy shit. Yeah, to me, there was no, my logical mind wanted to be like, okay, how did that get in there? But I was like, there is no way that this quarter was in there. I don't keep change in my pantry with my chocolate. I don't put the chocolate in places where change would be. There was no change on the, like, I very rarely even carry change. And so it was just like, and the fact that I had just had a piece of it minutes before, and then I go to take it again, and then I had a quarter with the year, it was 1985 on it, was holy shit magical. And I shared that with my coach, and I was like, oh my gosh, look at this. And she's like, oh my gosh, you finally like let the quarter in, like manifest into, the 3D reality. And so shortly after that, I was taking a shower, and that I had my ascended master come to me, like, as I was, yeah, it doesn't matter. as I was in the shower, and he was like, all right, good job. Now it's time to like work on manifesting, and I want you to manifest a loaf of bread. um, I have yet to do it successfully, I will say, unless it's happening at this very moment, showing up in my pantry. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with this other than the fact that I am working on manifesting, and part of manifesting is, and what I believe to be true is, manifesting is all about getting in alignment with knowing that whatever you're trying to manifest is true. And that kind of ties back into this whole creatorship, where it's like we have to allow ourselves to believe and hope that we are creators and that we can create. Because, dude, I made a fucking quarter appear. Granted, it was like, 6 to 8 months later, but that's however long it took me to get in alignment with allowing that quarter to come through. So now we're trying to make bread. So we'll see. I'll let you know if it comes true and my team is like, yeah, you can share that now. But I can feel it. I've been meditating on it each night. I can feel it energetically in the space, like when I'm working on it. It just hasn't come into the 3D creation just yet. So, and I feel that way about a lot of things that I manifest or sense too. Is like I feel things, and that's part of being a psychic channeler too, is just feeling things in the energetics prior to it coming to fruition. And so, like, there's been numerous times over the past 6 or 8 months that it's like, I know whatever I'm going through right now is tough, or I know whatever I'm going through right now isn't the end all be all manifestation. And also, I can feel the manifestation coming. Like, I can feel the good coming. And I can feel, yeah, I can feel the blessings. I can feel the good. I can feel the abundance. I can feel, and sometimes I get glimpses, or I can feel more specifically what it is, and other times it's just like, it's like I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know when it's coming, but let me tell you, it feels good. Like that's the thing. And even in the last probably year and a half, whenever I left the corporate world, I knew I was meant for more. I was feeling that what I was going to do was going to be bigger, and was going to be just more present. And so while that vision has kind of changed and adjusted over time, the feeling of what I am doing and becoming has always felt good and big and great, and like it adjusts as I go, but it's, I don't know, it's freaking magical. Welcome Jada, welcome Candy Yams. Nice cups, thank you. Oh yeah, thank you. um that was funny. That was funny for me. Yeah. Yeah, these are my this is part of my Surrendered series. So this one's probably my favorite. This is part 8, but they're mugs. I did all the artwork for them, and then I got them added to 2 mugs. So you can get them with a pink handle and pink inside, or I believe I have a black and I think yellow, but pink one was my favorite. But it's an 8-part series, and it shows the it's meant to symbolize or represent the feminine being surrendering to the divine energy, the divine light, and becoming one with the divine. and your creatorship and your the love and light that there is for you. Thank you. Yeah. But and the reason I'm like looking up this way is because I have all of the original paintings on my wall in order. So whenever I'm like, okay, which one? But yeah, they're all in mugs, so they're all set um, on the website ladylighthouse.com. Otherwise, yeah, like I said, number 8's probably one of my favorites, but they all hold a special meaning, special place in my heart. So thank you. This is also mine. I'm wearing I'm wearing a large because I like big baggy sweatshirts. I got long arms, and so I like to make sure my sweatshirts are long enough for me. But and it even has the cute little uh, loving hand. It's my Lady Lighthouse icon. It's just sending love and light with you wherever you go. I know. There's a little kids one too, and an apron. That's the same. It's the same design with, uh, but it's just I don't know. It's just so cute. I feel like, hold on, I'll show the little kids one just because I love little clothes. Granted, I think I did buy a large of the little kid size, but I'm like, just look at the little sweatshirt. Is that not cute? I think the main difference with the kids one is there's more design on the pocket than the adult, but it is. Here's. Yeah. But the kids one is more of like it's a polyester spandex like stretchy material, so it feels more like an athletic style sweatshirt, uh, which is good if they're running around. They're not gonna get too warm, but also stay. I don't know. It feels kind of like that windbreakery, silky feel. And the adult one has that silky feel on the outside, but it has more of the. Actually, has like a soft, fuzzy inside. Put this back. The one downside of getting tiny clothes is that folding them and trying to put them up on a display in a folded fashion doesn't go as smoothly as I thought it would. Oh, unstable. Maybe it's just the fact that it's a slipperier material,